A person beside me was making dikr, making remembrance of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. He was remembering of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in a style that he was he was making zikr in highly accent, in a loud voice, and he forced his tongue. He forced his tongue, and he also forced his accent with high loud, with high wind. That's how he was making zikr, and he also making so very sound. He also making very high sound in zikr. Then I said to him that, do you know that Allah said to make zikr, to make remembrance of Allah in yourself, in ourselves, and in humility, in fear, without being appeared, without a loud voice, or in ourselves, in mind. Allah said to remember Him. So why are you making zikr like this way? If you do not believe me, open the Holy Quran. It's mentioned in Surah Al-Araf, chapter 7, verse 205. Allah said that, remember me evening and morning within yourself. Within yourself mean within your mind. Within your mind, in humility, in fear, without being apparent, or without loud voice. So Allah said to make remembrance to Him in this way. Allah said to make remembrance to Him, to make zikr like this way, but you are not doing this way. You are doing in your own way, or uh, in a in a way which is going on recently. So it's not right. As a Muslim, we are believer of this Holy Quran. We believe all the words of this Holy Quran. So we can't deny any of these verse or any of these ayah of this Holy Quran. Allah said in Surah An-Nisa, chapter 4, verse 14, Allah said that whoever disobey me and my messenger, I will throw him to the hell. So Allah said to make zikr like this way. So it's our responsibility to do it like this way. So why are you making sound? Why are you pushing wind in your accent? And you are making highly sound. And we know that Allah is knowing everything. Whatever we conceal and whatever we express, everything Allah knows. Even if in your heart there is something, Allah knows it. Even Allah knows the walking of ant step by step in small foods. Allah knows everything. Allah knows everything. So why do you require to make remembrance in loudly of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala? Why? And I have quoted a verse from the Holy Quran that says to remembrance Allah, to remember Allah within mind, within mind, without being appeared, in humility. So you should do it like this way. Then the person said that you are right, but my peer said that to do if you do it with a loud voice, then no problem. And he is trying to argue with me. He is trying to argue with me, and also he is giving logic. He is giving logic. He is giving excuse that when many people performing prayer, then we can't um, make zikr with loud voice, but when we are alone, we can do it. Look, what type of knowledgeable person are they? Allah said, Allah said to remember Him within ourselves, within ourselves, and in humility and in fear, without being appeared, without loud voice. So whether you are alone, whether you in congregation, whether you with many people, you have to remember Allah like this way, as Allah said. So why are you saying that? Why are you saying that we can't make it in congregation? We should do it alone. Why? Allah said directly that remember Him inwardly, remember Him inside, remember Him inside of mind, remember Him inside. So wherever you are, whether it is in congregation, whether it is alone, you should remember Him within yourself. That's Allah said. Here, whatever Allah said, if you follow, you are Muslim. And if you do not follow him, you are not a Muslim. If you say, no, 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 my peers say to do it like this way, that way, etc., etc. Remember, I am reminding one more verse. It's mentioned in chapter 9. It's mentioned in Surah At-Tawbah, chapter 9, verse 31. Allah said, the Jewish and Christian have the Jews and Christians have taken their monks and scholars as their Lord, because they do not accept Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and they accept whatever their monks and scholars says. So that's it. So Allah here clearly saying, if you are knowledgeable person, it doesn't require to give a lot of example. If you are knowledgeable person, you will understand by the verse of Surah Al-Araf, ayat 205. But if you are not a knowledgeable person, then we require to show a lot of example. That's why I'm giving you this example, that Allah said that the Jews and Christian have taken their monks and scholars as their Lord besides Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, because they accept whatever their monks and scholars says, and they do not accept whatever Allah said. They accept whatever their monks said, and they do not accept whatever Allah said. So similarly, Allah said to remember Him inwardly, inside mind, within ourselves. So within ourselves, so it's our responsibility to do it like this way. But you are saying that he said, who is this great hujur, who is this big hujur? Again, I am reminding you one more hadith from Sohih Bukhari. It's mentioned in Sohih Al Bukhari, hadith number 2729. Allah's Messenger said, what's wrong with you? You are stipulating something which is not in Allah's laws, any condition which is not in Allah's laws, even if a hundred of condition, even if there are hundred of such condition, it is invalid. Any condition which is not in Allah's laws, even if there are hundred such condition, even if there are hundred condition, that is invalid. So even if the whole world say to you that you do it, don't do like this way, but Allah said to do it like this way, if you do not accept it, you are taking those people whom you are giving your heed, whom you are listening, you have taken them as your Lord. He said you are not following the words of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So you should be careful. And again, I have tried to convince him, but again, today I have gone there, I have gone to the mosque, and again he is repeating the same thing. I have tried to convince him. I have tried my best, but he is making zikr loudly. So we should have the knowledge of Quran and Sahih Sunnah. They are the best of people. They are the best of people who bring people towards Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, who bring people towards Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. They are the best of people. So I have tried my best, but if he doesn't give heed to my word, because I'm not saying my own words, I'm saying from the Quran. So if he do not heed this holy Quran, then he is useless, he is invalid. Let him go. Let him go wherever he wants to go. But but at but I have fulfilled my point. I have fulfilled my duty as a Muslim. I've conveyed him to the message. Allah's Messenger said. Allah's Messenger said that it's mentioned in Sahih al-Bukhari, hadith number 3461. Allah's Messenger said that if you know my one teaching, convey it to other. There's no sin upon you to tell, to describe the history of Bani Israel. And at the last verse of this hadith, he said that if you said anything which is not my own words, your abiding place is hell.